All right, welcome back to The Buzz, everybody. My next guest, you've seen them before. It's Transmotion Group. Zoyer, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
And your name again?
Ania.
Anaya, nice to see you again. And the Transmotion Day of Remembrance is coming up. And this is something that you've done for how many years?
Since 2005.
2005. But you've changed locations now.
Yeah. Well, actually, we are having it at the same venue as we had last year.
I remember it being over at the Red Church.
At the Big Red Church?
Am I right? Am I wrong about that?
No, that was a fundraiser.
Okay.
That was at the Wesley Church.
So the transgender is what we're talking about here, and it's Day of Remembrance. So this is a little heavy, so why don't you talk about this?
Okay, so the Transgender Day of Remembrance is an annual event that we put on. This is actually how our organization began. It's recognized internationally, so even more beyond the U.S. Transgender Day of Remembrance is a day to honor the lives of people that we've lost to transphobia through murder, or those we've lost to suicide. It's also a day to celebrate gender diversity and awareness of gender variance in our community, people that don't necessarily fit into the boxes of exclusively man, woman, according to traditional societal views. So,
can I ask you something, Zoyer?
Sure.
Is it getting easier?
Is it getting easier? I think it depends on you mean for the transgender community?
Yeah. I mean, are people more accepting now? Is it just made it easier for you?
I think that, I personally have been inspired by more in the gay, lesbian, bisexual community coming forward to advocate for us in a positive light. I don't know, but about you, has it gotten easier?
I think it depends on where you're at, like where in the world you're from, because everything's different.
You mean where you're at in here?
That can also.
I mean, no, seriously. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're more at ease with yourself, maybe it makes it a little. I don't know, and I'm just asking. And thank you for allowing me to ask these kind of questions of you. And like I always tell you, Zoyer, I ask you some tough questions, maybe tougher than some other stations might, only because I think it's important to get the education out there.
Sure.
And I got to thank you guys for allowing me to do that.
Of course.
I think it's important, and it's important for me to ask the questions, and I think it's important for you to answer them.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your organization, the LGBT.
This Trans Emotions, the organization putting on the Transgender Day of Remembrance.
Okay, but you said you were accepted more in the LGBT community than are you saying more than what? More than by your family? More than by your friend? More
than before, because
transgender isn't included in that.
We're included because we're part of the acronym. What I'm saying is that, and I've been in the community organizing for almost 10 years, and many years ago, we weren't as mentioned. There was no Transgender Day of Remembrance until 2005 here in Fresno, and so just the inclusion of awareness of people who don't neatly fit into those gender categories, or folks that are transitioning from male to female, female to male. That awareness of those folks is being seen more and recognized more by the gay and lesbian and bisexual community.
Who knew, right? That there'd be a little bit of a problem there. Transmotion Day of Remembrance is what day?
It's November 22nd, Saturday, 3 to 8 at the Holistic Cultural and Education Wellness Center of Fresno, Kings Canyon Winery.
And everybody is invited.
Yes.
It's not just the transgender people. It's not just the lesbians, the gays, the bis, the trans. It's everybody.
Mm-hmm.
You want everybody there. And
sure.
The parents, the friends, the people with questions, they'll get answered there, won't they?
Yes. So come out Saturday, November 22nd, Kings Canyon and Winery, Holistic Cultural Education Wellness Center, Fresno. Raffle, food, art display, speakers, entertainment. We're going to have a blast. Free haircuts, too, so you don't want to miss that. And there's food.